John, we have one episode left to shoot, season 1 of the Janee show. Granted, you missed half the season, but how do you think it went?
I mean, how am I supposed to grade it?
Well, I think my goal and mission is to use media to spread a message of hope and maybe help the community.
How do you feel you've honestly done that?
You believe it, you can achieve it. We'll see you at the top.
I created the Janee show because I wanted to use media to make a difference. That may sound cliche or trite, but it's true. It's my dream. It always has been. I want to get people talking about the uncomfortable parts of life that affect us all. I want us, especially as women, to cooperate more and compete less. When I look back at season 1, I think I've done that.
You know what I love is how real you guys are. You're not afraid to show your humanity, because I think a lot of TV shows try to make everything nice and pretty, and life isn't always that easy.
Some of your program that you're making achieve, help people believe in their dreams. So thank you.
Authenticity threatens people. That's why they hate it. They hate it because they've got closets and they've got skeletons and they're so afraid. They live in fear. But when you bring things out into the open, you set so many people free.
I think we're on the right path, that people get it and appreciate talking about what's really going on. And yet, I think there's more that we can do. We set out with the season saying we were going to use media to make a difference. And on a limited budget, I think that's a little bit difficult to do, and I don't think that should limit us. So I want to go out with a bang on the season finale. We've got a home with a family that has 4 kids, and they've been working really hard to get their lives back on track.
You can just toss your hands in the air and be like, I'm now stuck in a wheelchair and I need to just learn to live like this, or you can just fight through it and just don't give up.
Monday mornings, they're not exactly what dreams are made of. Don't I know it? Just check my bloodshot eyes and bad dew. But this week is different. It has to be, starting with a Monday morning conference call with the team. Hard to believe we are shooting for our season finale this week, and we're really going to need the help of you guys at Z Interactive because we're doing a lot of giving. We've got a home with a family that has 4 kids, and they've been working really hard to get their lives back on track. And then secondly, with Big Brothers Big Sisters, we're hoping we can get them a new roof at one of their office buildings. And they may need, Kelly, some organizational help. They've got all these files and that kind of stuff. I think it could be really cool to use social media to help get some ground support. And also to give extra props to those people and companies who are jumping in to help. So as you all heard on the call, this week we are giving. And currently what we have, 3 different things. We've got the house from Santa Fe Youth Services. That's a family that we're going to help. We have, hopefully, we'll hear in a moment, Big Brothers Big Sisters. They're building in Arlington. And then the third thing we have, Kendall. She has done so much to help other people, the girl who started Project Walk Dallas. We set out with the season saying we were going to use media to make a difference. And on a limited budget, I think that's a little bit difficult to do, and I don't think that should limit us. So I want to go out with a bang on the season finale. The Galvins are a Fort Worth family of 6. Both parents work hard to give their children what they can. Like many households, especially those with teenagers, they sometimes struggle to get along and communicate well. The family is working on that with the help of a nonprofit, Santa Fe Youth Services. We at the Janee Show called you and said we want you to pick a family that we can help. How did you go about selecting the Galvins?
Well, I had quite a few families that I thought about, honestly, because everyone needs a little help. But this family I thought about even more because of their dedication to the program and the things that they would do. I mean, this is a family that would walk to group every day.
Committed to bettering themselves.
Right.
We rolled up our sleeves, ready to help from the top down. And I've heard that you all need a new roof.
Yes.
Yeah. They told us like 3 years ago the house burnt down, the roof burnt, and that like they didn't take care of it right. They just like put a new, who knows what, on top of it.
Well, we're gonna give you a new roof, and I'm here with Brent and Nancy from Total 360 Interiors, and we just kind of maybe want to look around and see if there's any other little home improvements that maybe we can make. How do you feel about that?
I think that would be pretty good.
All right. Tell us who sleeps where.
She sleeps here.
Who's she?
Julie. She sleeps in the bedroom. the
Okay.
bed, and I sleep on that one.
And who's here?
Nobody. I just like they told me if I could get a separate bed, but I was like, no, I like the bunk bed. I can switch it around
Like a
anytime I
cave.
want.
Mark, I was talking to your sisters about their room. How do you feel about your room?
I feel that my room is fun, but there's something missing about it.
What's missing?
The color.
What color would you want it to be?
I would want it to be red because it's my favorite color.
In addition to a red room, Marco also mentioned he likes fire trucks. Wonder what ideas Brent and Nancy have for what needs to be done. So guys, what do you think?
Well, the carpet's got to come out first, because I mean we can't make it look good unless the carpet comes out, and paint will do wonders. But
I think to point, we should set up a divider so that they can have their private space, and it's not half garage, half their bedroom.
right.
We'd love to see if we could replace that carpet for many reasons, not just aesthetics. And new mattresses, new bedding. I mean, they basically need everything. Paint and some repairs to the ceiling just so it's safe.
Okay, where are we headed? You got a map?
No, Big Brothers Big Sisters. Michael Rassa. How are you? We found this family through Santa Fe Youth Services. They've got 4 kids and they've worked really hard to go through this program. They needed a new roof, and so we got a construction company to do the roof, and we would love to see if we could get them new carpet. Sweet, Michael, thank you. Yay, Rassa Floors. Okay, all right, bye. Businesses with big hearts also came out of the woodwork to help Big Brothers Big Sisters of Arlington.
Okay, so here's our records room.
Okay.
This is where we keep all of our files on our matches over the years. As you can see, it's accumulated to be quite a few. But what we're in jeopardy of is losing some of these files, because these are hard copy records, old school, where everybody's information is on a piece of paper, and we have leaks.
Big Brothers Big Sisters changes lives through one-on-one mentoring. Earlier this season, we met Andrell and Justin. They are the epitome of a family without being related.
I've gained so much courage from you, like some things that I've never even thought that I'd be able to do. I was able to look back and think like, what would Justin do? Or, I know if I did this, he would be on me.
When we heard that Big Brothers Big Sisters was having problems with their Arlington office and they had a leaky roof, we jumped in, tried to assess the damage. And we found out that some of these files might actually be damaged and there might be some problems in the near future because they have to keep these files for several years. So we at Texas County Constructions wanted to kick in and help them put a new roof so this wouldn't happen. And within these files, there's so many stories. We didn't want that to be lost, because that's really one of the most important things to Big Brothers Big Sisters is the stories and all the people that they've helped. If that went away, so would really all their legacy.
2 out of 3 of our community outreach projects are taking shape. Last but not least, a young woman so giving to others, but is she getting what she needs?
The moment you hear you're paralyzed, I never saw an opportunity like this coming of it. I certainly knew I didn't want to go back to accounting. We have this right here.
Okay. Well, I think we have to bring in a bigger truck.
I know sometimes when you're getting something off the ground, speaking from experience, you're taking care of everybody else, and sometimes you may have things that you need. That is Kendall Hall. In late 2009, a car she was a passenger in crashed. Kendall doesn't remember the accident, but woke up in ICU. Her spinal cord almost completely severed between 2 vertebrae. Now paralyzed, she rehabilitated at Project Walk in California. That experience changed her life, and all of a sudden, her next move was clear. Bring that same hope and help to North Texas.
The moment you hear you're paralyzed, I never saw an opportunity like this
coming of it. I certainly knew I didn't want to go back to accounting. However, I had no idea where this journey would lead me. I've been working on this for almost a year now, so to see it all here and the reality of it all to come together with the trainers and the clients and then continuing my own therapy, it's all been incredibly exciting.
Wow, what's been the best part of the journey?
The best part is just like making good on it. I remember when I was doing it in Carlsbad and I just kept talking about how I have to create this opportunity back here in Dallas, and to be able to actually turn that into a reality and start seeing the clients and then, you know, talking to them at the end of their workout and seeing the smiles on their faces and just the hope. And, you know, I've already received some emails back saying the promise that your, you know, program provides for my life is just so encouraging. So, you know, we're only a couple weeks into it and I already just like, you know, beam with pride for them and for myself. So it's really cool.
What's been the toughest part?
You know, the toughest part is coming up with the funds for it. You know, I'm 30, so I don't really have a whole lot of net wealth of my own to just throw into this. But luckily the community, my friends and family and the individuals that I've, you know, networked through, you know, just my life have just been so giving, and everything in this gym so far has really come from donations, but those donations have to keep coming, so it's very stressful, but you know, luckily people are behind us.
Many people want to give back and then they hit a roadblock. Maybe they don't have the money or they don't have the resources or the time, and so they quit. What would you say to those people?
You know, I kind of mirror it with the adversity that I was faced with this accident, and you can just toss your hands in the air and be like, I'm now stuck in a wheelchair and I need to just learn to live like this, or you can just fight through it and just don't give up. And honestly, if you have enough passion and you throw your everything into it, just don't give up and believe in yourself, you'll have success.
Maybe our viewers would want to donate furniture or some other things to help Kendall start up Project Walk Dallas.
I think that's awesome.
Why does it just have to be us? Let's get the community involved. It's just like Kendall to feel fortunate and be satisfied helping others recover from spinal cord injuries. We want to help Kendall in her mission. If you would like to contribute to Project Walk Dallas, please visit projectwalkdallas.org. What's going on here at the house?
Right now, we're waiting on Brent and Nancy with 360 to get here to kind of assess where we are with the new wall that's up. And the family's done an amazing job. They took a lot of stuff in 2 nights. They've really taken all the work out, all the carpet and the stuff, and they've got it all out. And
do they know about the air conditioning?
No.
About the TV?
No.
What do they know about?
I suspect they know about the carpet since we had them pull the carpet out.
Also ready to roll is Big Brothers Big Sisters. There's been a groundswell of companies offering to donate their time and technology to scan boxes and boxes and boxes of paperwork to be turned into electronic files. It will free up this room for much needed space. Chad's Chop and Shop, I'm hoping you can help me. We have this right here.
Well, I think we have to bring in a bigger truck.
Things are shaping up, but my team will soon be challenged to put in even more work, this time off the clock. And I think that we also need to step up as a team.
Should I really take part in this?
Yes, you really should take part in this. Well, before we leave here today, there's one more surprise that we have for you guys outside. This episode is all about giving back, we have been very blessed with resources that have jumped in to help make some things happen. And I think that we also need to step up as a team. So what I would like to see happen, Charcoal, Shelby, and I are going to take the girls' room in this house and do some things to kind of spruce it up. Guys, I want you all to take Marco's room, and we're going to repaint it red, but I want you all to think of maybe some little things that you can get for Marco to help him feel special.
Should I really take part in this?
Yes, you really should take part in this. The second thing that I would like to ask of you all, we're doing a lot for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and the new roof and helping them with their record management. But the biggest need is they need big brothers and big sisters. So I would like for each of you guys on this team to consider being a big brother or big sister. It's a minimal involvement. You can commit to an hour a month or an hour a week, it's whatever, but I want you guys to go onto their website, check out what that is like, and let me know by tomorrow if you might be interested in applying to be a big brother or big sister. The organizational effort is on overload at Big Brothers Big Sisters. Cowtown Concierge has volunteered their expertise, roping in do-gooders to do the unbelievable in just 3 days. Jason, this is crazy. We're working on the roof, we're working on scanning your documents and then getting rid of some of the documents that have already been scanned. And tell me, what impact does this make for Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Well, it's really huge. It may seem subtle to the outside. Files and roofs aren't something you think about when you think about mentoring kids. But in order to run the operation, we've got to keep our files secure, which we do. We've got to keep our employees safe and dry. And we've got an old roof that we've just not been able to afford to, as you can hear sometimes, as they're working on it right now. But we've had an old roof that we just couldn't put in the budget because we're so focused on serving kids. We just had to put that off and put that off. And when we got your call, it was like, boy, do we have a need.
In addition to needing a new roof, their very foundation could also use a lift. And the third need that I heard you had was the need for more big brothers and big sisters. So we have, between Cannon Construction and the Janee Show team, we've got 10 of us who are committed to going through the process to become big brothers, big sisters.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Thank you so much.
It's a small start, but small things sometimes can make a big difference. So
we've got so many kids waiting, and the 10 of you and others are going to hear that you're doing it and know they can do it too, because anybody can be a friend to a child, and that's what we need from our big brothers and big sisters. So thank you so much.
It's our pleasure to help. Now I got to get back to work. The progress waits for no one at the Galvan house. With the efforts from generous businesses and the community, success seems like a given at the Galvans, but only they can tell us. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Come over here. Come over here. Keep your eyes closed. Turn around. Open your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty. And you'll also notice you have a new air conditioning unit in here to keep you all cool from J&S Air. You also have some little gifts beside your beds. Grant, thank you and J&S Air so much for donating to this cause. It wasn't just one air conditioning unit, you actually saw another need and met that, is that correct?
We saw a need for another air conditioner in the back part of the home, so we were able to provide a unit back there to keep that area cool as well.
Come on in.
Oh my God.
Well, before we leave here today, there's one more surprise that we have for you guys outside. We are hoping that we maybe bettered the house. We did the roof,
JNS Air had new air conditioning. The girls have a TV in their room, and their room's been completely repainted, and Burn Construction has put up a wall. It's just amazing stuff. So what kind of difference do you think that's going to make?
I spoke to the mom, and she said that this whole experience has really brought the family closer together, especially the dad with his girls. And it showed her that he can actually be close to them, and it showed him that as well, and that they feel important, which is fantastic. So I think that in itself, besides everything that you guys have done to the house, is really going to help the family a lot.
Truth be told, it's helped me a lot too. That isn't why I did a community give back for the season finale, but it did remind me of how important helping others is and how simple kindness can be.